Hey folks, Coach Josh Wood here. Now we're gonna look at the bent over row. The bent over row is a classic strength exercise. All you're doing is hinging at the hips, pulling a barbell, hanging from your arms, up towards the belly and chest, pinching your shoulders back, and returning back to that beginning position. You're just rowing from a bent over position. Pretty simple. The idea of the bent over row is to develop strength in the entire back. We're doing it with a hip hinge to make sure that we're having a nice straight and stable back. And it's going to be used to develop all the muscles you see here on the screen. So we're going to take a few minutes and break this exercise down, make sure it looks good, make sure you can do it safely, and then you can take it and go build yourself a giant back. Remember, the key to a successful lift is a great setup. So we're going to set up basically like a deadlift. We're going to deadlift the bar up into position, and from a standing position then return to a hip hinge that's around 90 to 75 degrees. You want to keep the hips and the knees flexed throughout the movement. One of the hardest parts of this movement is actually keeping the back flat. We want to try and keep the back and neck in a fairly neutral alignment. We're going to row or pull the barbell up towards our belly button. The more narrow our grip, the lower on the belly we're going to pull. The wider our grip, the higher up towards the chest we're going to pull. The goal being to pinch those shoulder blades back and pull the elbows behind the body, keeping the wrist nice and straight. If performed well, we should feel and see great lat activation, posterior delts firing, and the pinching back of the mid-traps and rhomboids, bringing those shoulder blades together. Common mistake is dipping the chest and bending the back. Also, keep a nice smooth action through the pull.